In this video, I want to show how to configure Carlson right out of the box. So this is what happens when it's defaulted, and this is the screen that you see. A couple things on this particular screen that are important. One, obviously, a new drawing, open files. You can kind of figure some of this stuff out, drawings, map, and so on. There's other things here that are helpful. You can actually skip this whole start page if you want to. There are some good tips of the day here. And there's also a good news feed of what's going on with Carlson. You can see down your different kinds of things that have happened and various news items. It gets updated as well. So that's one thing that's important for this. So I'm just going to start off with a brand new drawing. And as soon as you do that, it comes up with this drawing wizard right here. And just for our purposes, we're going to just do the standard out of the box. So I'm just going to click next. Comes up with the Carlson.dwt. There'll be another video on how to configure this differently. You can make your own in here and do what you want to with it to make your own template. I'll click OK there. As soon as I do that, then the first thing it does is comes in with Startup Drawing Wizard. And so it wants to know the name of the drawing. Right now, you're defaulted under Drawing Folder C. So I'm just going to call this Test Demo. You can actually do a set here and go off and snoop around if you want to and then browse and so on. But I'm just going to just default it right here. It is in English. I want to use something that's 1 equals 50 feet, which is fine. These are all standard stuff that comes up in other settings video. You can also set the projection at this point here. I'm just not going to worry about any of that stuff right now. You can set a project name, job number. These are all really helpful kinds of things. You can skip the startup wizard the next time if you want to. For now, I'm just going to click on next. As soon as I do that, it comes up with what's the path. I'm just going to leave it as the default. But this is something, again, that was talked about in another video about what you would do to set that differently. CRD file is going to be also under Carlson Projects, and it's going to be named the same as the drawing. By default, it does that. Import points from a text ASCII file. You can pull these in from other areas, other sources. That's going to be the most common text ASCII file. So we're going to go next here. So this is out of the box. It's the first thing that's going to happen. Don't worry about this. You can configure all this stuff later. What I want to spend my time on today is focusing on the GUI, the actual graphic user interface. A couple things to point out. The pyramid at the top here is Carlson's pyramid. You can see a lot of different kinds of things that are going to be pretty obvious to you. The next thing is up at the top here. You've got Start New. This is going to be open, save, save as, undo and redo. And then here's your workspace. This is going to be real similar again to AutoCAD. Just stick with the Carlson one. There's others you can do here later on when you get more proficient. Whole other videos on configuring that. And you're going to probably want to deal with the different toolbars. Deciding what kind of user interface you like to see. I personally don't like all the toolbars. For one, they're too small for me to really understand. Although they do have little quick reads on those that pull out and show you and tell you what it is. There's several ways of accessing commands. So just first off here, you've got something down on the command line. You can always type the commands in. As soon as you roll over top of it, you'll see it rolling and gives you the quick reference for what it is, but then it's going to get to this move toolbar here. You can see the mouse turn to a move, and you can just drag it, pick and with your left button, pick and drag it out into the drawing area, and then you can just exit out of that. So as soon as you get the pointer on the mouse, you can do that. But just showing you how it works is the important thing here. Now, if you want to reset them, it's like you don't like that, you can click on this, go to Show Toolbar, Carlson, and it gives you a long list of different items you want to do. Or the other way of doing it is roll over this gray area here and do toolbars. And there you can actually just pick the ones you want or don't want. So for me, I'm just going to be turning these off because I don't actually use them. I also don't use this tool palette. I do think there's some great things about it, though. I'll just point those out. Edit, view, draw. You can do, it's got several different items on here that might be useful for you. And the icons are bigger, so some people like using that palette. For me, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off, take it out of there. The ribbon up on top. So the ribbon has a lot of the different functionality, and it seems to be pretty quick and easy to work with. So if this is survey, I'm just going to go under setup here. You'll see some different modules here. This is actually the survey menu. I'm going to click on that. So if all you've paid for is the survey module out of the Carlson desktop software, then that's what you'll get. Here's the civil one. If you had that civil, that it's going to include some of the survey stuff and some more civil stuff. If you have GIS and so on, you can see what it's going to do. Here's point cloud here and so on. Okay, so this is pretty much like I like it. There's a few other things that I'd like to do. One of the items that I do prefer up here as far as a palette goes is actually the properties menu. So that's under the view command here, menu up at the top, and you go to entity properties. You can also type in PROP, and that gets you there as well. Well, this does this typical one here, pushes out into your menu area here. I like palettes because they can be hidden back. So I do a minus here and hides it back and then pops out. And then as a result of that, you can also get this a little bit wider so you have it when you need it. The other one I like doing that with is the LA command, which is Layer Explorer. And there's several things on this Layer Explorer. It'll be another video